great honor and opportunity, to be honest, to be pairing up with Easy Group because the kind of luxury apartments they make, it's just out of the world, like one of a kind. Like everybody, they assure luxury apartments, but there are very few developers who actually come into it, and Easy Group is one of them.
And are you occupying one of them?
Absolutely. Like I would love to, seriously.
And how you actually see the city from your own view? You are a celebrity, so you roam around in the country, especially between Hyderabad, Mumbai, Bangalore, right? So on those lines.
So I absolutely love Bangalore because Bangalore is so beautiful, especially the gardens, greenery, infrastructure, architecture. It's so beautiful. I'm in absolute love with Bangalore and I just love Bangalore.
Bangalore because Bangalore has a very unique cosmopolitan nature. Bangalore is a very intellectual city not only in terms of IT. It's the general trend of people, the aptitude of people, the education backgrounds the people come from, right from the history of Bangalore, the progress, the multinational companies that have grown in Bangalore, the startup companies that have grown in Bangalore. A lot of things have been happening in Bangalore in terms of development, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of government being very dynamic, in terms of IT growth, in many, many aspects. So we see Bangalore as a very international city in India. Friendly city, a dynamic city. And as a businessman, you definitely look at a city which has these features. Now, that's why we have chosen Bangalore, and of course we have increased our investment cap because we see the potential, the vacuum, and we believe the only way is to go forward. And that's why we are taking the cap of investment. As you see, every fiscal or every quarterly or every 3 yearly, we always are improvising on our investment scheme and our company strategy here. Now coming to demonetization. Well, demonetization may be looked at different ways by different people. But what I could say is, in terms of business houses who are serious about doing business, who are serious about running ethical businesses, who are serious about doing progressive business, demonetization is a very welcome move. And I feel demonetization is going to create an environment of the developers, of the players who want to structure things, who want to work in a legal environment, who would want to operate in a standardized system, follow government protocols. And in our sector, real estate, demonetization, RERA, when you talk about regularization, when you talk about coming at par with international norms, government bylaws, all these things develop and incubate a healthy business environment. And demonetization is only going to streamline the system, is only going to structure the economy. As we see, all our clients, they go in for bank loans, they go in for financing, and all of them, they want to deal with check money. Cash money is such a hassle for everyone. And not only demonetization, every company should have their own internal systems of operating on the legal lines and operating on the norms that are ethical.
I think in the wake of demonetization, what is happening is the big players are getting separated from the rest of the players in the real estate market. And we have a very clear strategy that this is the time for expansion and this is a time for maximum growth. So we can take advantage of the Bangalore cityscape. We can take advantage of the fact that Bangalore is India's #1 premium real estate destination, which offers the highest return on investment and the highest value appreciation on any property. So we're very keen to invest the 800 crores over the next 4 years into very high-end, ultra super luxury real estate, grow the group, grow our strengths, and contribute to the real estate sector as a very serious player with game-changing policies.
The Ezzy Group, you are a celebrity, and this marriage of
Yes.
launching these properties, where is it leading from your perception?
From my perception, what I would say is Ezzy Group, with or without me, was a well-known group, and it's a complete honor and privilege to be associated with it. So it's my privilege to be associated.
Bangalore location, how special it is for you?
Bangalore is very special to me because Bangalore is so beautiful. It's so green. Everything is so beautiful about Bangalore, and people in Bangalore are so. I love Bangalore.
Hisham, lot is happening in the real estate group in terms of talks in the market that how the real estate group and the builders are going to take the next few steps, the kind of a plunge required post demonetization. And you guys are suddenly have surprised everybody with a huge inventory, with big numbers. So very interesting. Just if you have to answer it in a single sentence, what next?
Well, as my colleague, our company CEO, Mr. Varun, mentioned, post demonetization and the round the corner RERA coming in, this is going to separate the big boys from the rest. Well, we are amongst the big boys.
As mentioned earlier, Avenue is a very special project, and giving you a little more about the technical aspects of the project, I would like to say that, for example, Avenue has double basements. We're going about 40-50 feet below the ground, and we've spent a lot of money on piling and shoring, and to make sure that it's safe and it's secure in the future. We're providing 3 car parkings for each unit, so 36 units into 3 is more than 100 car parkings for this project alone. And that's something builders today in Bangalore don't do, and everything's taken for granted. So we're taking a lot of effort in making sure that we deliver not just luxury, but
At the moment, the city where you stay in India?
I live in Mumbai.
Mumbai.
But
So when you are listening to Saad on all these differentiating factors about the properties that are coming up, how far it is tempting for you to also own one?
It's absolutely tempting. In fact, I told them that I'd like to own one, Avenue, because it's so tempting. And Bangalore, I travel to Bangalore quite a lot for movies and things like that. So I'll surely make it my Bangalore home.
we're looking forward to Angela joining the residents at the Avenue once it's complete. She's very excited about the project, and she loves Bangalore. And Ezzy is in line with her thoughts and her value system.
Can you talk a little bit about your architects who are making a lot of difference for all these differentiators?
Absolutely. Tony Ashai has exclusively tied up with Ezzy Group for India projects, and he's not going to be working with any other builder.
Well, he is a very well-known architect in the world itself.
Tony,
but can you introduce him?
Sure. Tony
projects?
Ashai actually is a world-famous architect. He's done the Thai Woods in Dubai. He's done the Dubai Lifestyle City. He's worked exclusively with Shah Rukh Khan, and he is known as a celebrity architect. And when you Google Tony Ashai, there's tons of material on him showing him with different Hollywood stars. And,
so can we expect something in the future? Maybe it will be a surprise for us, but still,
absolutely.
With Tony Ashai, Ezzy Group, Shah Rukh Khan kind of a combo.
We actually have a 50-acre plot that we are under accusation right now in North Bangalore, and that will be the launch of Tony Ashai at Shah Rukh Khan Boulevard in Bangalore. That's in the pipeline.
Well, that is all about Ezzy Group and the footprints they are trying to make post demonetization, and they have a lot in store. At the moment only the first phase is being revealed.